I had a few like planned questions, and this was not towards the first, but I feel like we're organically there. As I told you when I was on Tigerbelly,
Yeah.
my girlfriend is a big fan. She knows a lot of things, and she told me, she's like, before I went on, we have a lot in common. And one of the things she thought maybe we would connect on is the anxiety issue.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
So why don't we open up this podcast with, what does that mean? What is anxiety for you? You're with somebody you're dating somebody who causes the most anxiety in the world.
Yeah, he almost burned our house down on Monday.
What does that mean?
Well, God, I don't know if he wants this out there, but so a couple weeks ago, he flooded our home. He left the faucet on, and it wasn't facing the sink, and the whole place got flooded. So
The faucet, like the sticky bandits?
yeah. You know how some faucets swing around?
No, I don't have that kind of swing around money yet.
So this faucet swung around
So it's
into
like-
the kitchen island. Not straight into the faucet. It was on. He says it was a cat, but I'm not sold on that version of events. And now it's full water gushing.
Nobody's in the house when this happens?
This was the first and only time I had actually gone out and done something for myself during the lockdown. So I took a day off, went to the beach with my niece. I was gone for 4 hours. And when I came home, I heard this gushing sound. Went upstairs, thought Bobby had Whitney Houston himself, that he was in a tub, it overflowed. That's the first
what
thing.
happened to Whitney?
Yeah, didn't she OD in a tub and drown?
I know the OD. I don't know the tub and drown.
I think that's what
I don't like
happened.
to talk about other people.
Well, Rick, those are facts.
Okay.
She was in a tub, she drowned.
And
okay?
you thought that this was your first thought. If there's
That's
a
what
flood, Bobby's dead.
That's what anxiety does to you. You're not thinking of other plausible events. You're going straight for the death of somebody, of a loved one. So I go upstairs, we have this much water in the living room. And I go, I'm screaming, Bobby! And then he's fucking doing yoga in the bedroom.
And the water doesn't hit the bedroom.
No, he couldn't hear the fucking flood that was happening outside. So what happened was, the flood happened, now construction's in our home.
That's why the construction, all this that's been going on it's a week of construction?
Yeah. And so since the construction happened, they've had to unbolt the fridge from the kitchen because they've had to remove the island and everything. Unbolt the fridge from the kitchen, move it to the living room. On Saturday, the fridge falls on me. Bobby doesn't come to my rescue. I have to basically deadlift this giant metal fridge. I almost die from a crushing accident.
Did it really hurt you? Because you seem okay.
I'm fine. It could have gone awry. But then on Monday, he flicks a cigarette butt onto the side of our house. And it's fire season. It's dry. Everything catches on fire. And I'm sitting in the living room. All of a sudden, I see just a billow of smoke. And I run out there, and it takes three of us to put the fire out. So that's what living with Bobby is like. So you're not wrong about the anxiety.
You experienced this with Bobby, or he probably more with you, because you have somebody who's like your teammate.
Oh, no, he's not a teammate.
But you are.
He's a terrorizer. But I find I'm a certain type. I'm very, very... I'm a person who has a lot of compounded trauma. And so as our therapist puts it, him and I are a perfect match. I'm a codependent person in love with an addict. It's somehow, in some way, it works perfectly. It's a match made in heaven in that way. Maybe in some ways not in the most healthy thing, but he gets me going in ways that other relationships have never gotten me going.
What does getting you going mean?
Well, sometimes, like, next to him, I seem like a rational, well-balanced person. But next to a real rational, balanced person, I'm actually not a rational, balanced person. I suffer from a lot of depression. I have a lot of compounded trauma.
But how does that get you going?
Bobby is able to... How do I say this? In the past, I have been rendered... Certain people who have been really, like, kind and easy to be around have rendered me useless and have brought out the bad traits in me. He is so difficult to be around, so it forces me to be responsible. It forces me to be always on the lookout. to make sure that there has to be one responsible adult in the house, right? And that has to be me. In other relationships where my partners have always been really, like, my ex was a freaking middle school math teacher who was this amazing guy, but for some reason I was a monster next to him. But with Bobby, he forces me to kind of be the good guy, the good person, to step into being an adult.
Oh yeah!